Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to another episode of the Saviour Show. I'm your host, Wrestling Savior. And you notice the beard is gone. That's right, the beard is gone. It just gets way too hot in the summertime. I like to have it during the wintertime, for hockey, because it's the playoff beard. If anybody follows hockey, that's hockey tradition. But, back to pro wrestling. This is going to be my rant on the current product of WWE and TNA. This video is long overdue. What do I like about WWE and TNA right now? Absolutely nothing. I don't like this current PG era that we are now in. And, it just sucks. The writing is awful for both companies. This is the worst that I've ever seen the writing for both WWE and TNA, and as a wrestling fan. And, maybe it's because I grew up watching wrestling during the 90s, and wrestling set such a high standard back then that I'm so used to wrestling being good, and not the way it is now, because it just absolutely sucks now. And yet you WWE fanboys, you come on here and you praise it. I don't know why you do. You just do it. You continue to buy their pay-per-views, and you continue to buy their merchandise, and that's all the IWC ever wants to talk about is the WWE and TNA. I don't like the PG rating of the WWE. Pro wrestling should not be PG; it should be PG-13, and they're just marketing towards a young fan base right now. They're just marketing towards kids, and kids are the only ones who are watching wrestling right now, unless you're a diehard fan like myself, who is starting to turn towards other companies like ROH. And that's all I really want to talk about on this channel is ROH. But I can't do it because, all you WWE fanboys and TNA fanboys, all you want to do is talk about WWE and TNA and how good the WWE is right now. Well, you know what? Newsflash, the WWE is not good right now, and TNA isn't that much better than what WWE is right now. And, the only good thing that's going on in WWE right now is, sadly, John Cena versus Batista. That's the only good feud that the WWE has right now. That's it. The Raw Celebrity Guest Host, is a horrible idea. Absolutely awful. And there's no reason why they should have a Raw Celebrity Guest Host every week when they bring in these celebrities that know nothing about pro wrestling. That's what I'm getting sick and tired of. I'm getting sick and tired of this entertainment product. I want a pro wrestling product. I want to watch pro wrestling as a sport. I'm getting sick and tired of all the storylines. They're appealing towards kids and not adults, and they're not trying to bring in an adult fan base like they were in the 90s. And, I'm starting to wonder, why should I continue to watch the WWE when they're not doing what the wrestling fan wants, and they could care less what we think. And, why should they? But, I want my point to get across in this video. I want this to be my most watched video. So, we can make a change. And that's what wrestling needs right now. It needs a change. And that's why I get so pissed off at TNA, is because they were about wrestling. When they first started. When they were doing their weekly pay-per-views in 2002. And I've been watching since 2003. And I thought, man, this is awesome. This is pro wrestling. And they're going to be the future of pro wrestling. Unfortunately, they just want to be exactly like the WWE. And Hogan and Bischoff are killing TNA as we speak. And this is what I feared with Hulk Hogan signing to TNA. They failed in the Monday Night Wars. That's why they failed. It's because they don't have a fan base right now, unlike WCW and the original Monday Night Wars. And they lost Christopher Daniels. They just lost Tara, they're losing a lot of talent. And TNA can't afford to do that if they want to compete with the WWE. But, someone needs to take a stand. Someone needs to stand up to Vince McMahon and his creative team and say, what you're doing is wrong. You know, this isn't what wrestling should be about. Wrestling should be entertaining. It should be fun to watch. It should be exciting. That's what wrestling should be about. But all they want to do is market towards little kids, so they'll buy the merchandise, they'll buy the pay-per-views, and they should be PG-13. And, you know, thank God TNA is giving Samoa Joe a push. Because that's what TNA needs right now. They need to have Samoa Joe as TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And, you know, just wrestling right now is going downhill. It's going downhill. It's going downhill fast until they fire creative for both companies, because they both suck right now. And, you know, I could come up with better storylines than half their booking team for free. If you want ideas, WWE or TNA, you know, I'll give you ideas. I really will. You know, that's why I come on here. I give you my opinion on pro wrestling, and that's why I do this show, because I'm a pro wrestling fan. I'm a diehard pro wrestling fan. You know, I'm a mark for this sport. I'm a fan for the sport. And, you know, WWE and TNA right now, they absolutely suck. They really do. You know, there's just so many things wrong with wrestling right now. I could go on all day. I really could. But, you know, I just wanted to rant a little bit on the current product of WWE and TNA. Because it's just not wrestling. It's just not what we want, and I think we want more wrestling as a community, and, you know, less entertainment. And that's what I fear about TNA, is they just want to be exactly like the WWE and not do anything different. And that's what they were doing. They used to be a wrestling company. They used to be about wrestling. They used to be about the young talent. But, you know, they dropped the ball with that a long time ago. And we don't want to see these old guys in the main event anymore. We're sick and tired of seeing the Stings, the Kurt Angles, the Jeff Jarretts, the Triple H's, the Batistas, and I'm going to go as far as saying the Undertaker. Which I don't want to do that because I'm a big Undertaker mark myself. But, you know, these guys are getting old. They can't go with the young talent anymore. You know, we need to bring in a new generation of wrestling. That's what WWE and TNA should be doing right now. You know, they should be putting on an amazing product that delivers every week, like we got in the Attitude Era, like we got in the 90s, and in the original Monday Night Wars, when WCW was going against the WWF. But we're just not getting that. You know, nobody cares about pro wrestling right now. Unless you're a diehard wrestling fan. You know, I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed right now to call myself a WWE fan. Which is why I watch ROH. They are the true alternative to WWE and TNA. If you're sick and tired of seeing the same bullshit on Monday nights, watch ROH. Go to youtube.com/ROH Brazil to watch ROH on HDNet if you don't have HDNet. And now you can order their pay-per-views at GoFightLive.tv. And their next pay-per-view is Death Before Dishonor 8. I cannot wait for that show. It's going to be awesome. You know, just the WWE and TNA absolutely suck right now. And they need to stop bringing in these Hollywood writers that know nothing about pro wrestling. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to go outside the norm. Why would they want to do that, you know? They want to stick to the same old format and spoon feed us the same old bullshit. But, you know, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to sit there and watch this crap and pretend that it's good when it's not. You know, that's what the WWE and TNA need to do. There's no excuse why WWE can't be getting more than a 3.1 rating. Absolutely no excuse. They should be trying to put on the best wrestling product that they can right now. But they don't want to. And TNA can be doing a hell of a lot better than what they are. They have to step up their game. They have to get rid of Hogan and Bischoff because they're killing TNA right now. And, you know, they need to push the young talent. They really do. They need to push the young talent and make new stars. So that is my rant on the WWE and TNA. Both companies, both products absolutely suck right now. That's all I have for this one. I'm out.